A lot of teams have high expectations this season. My expectations are different. Let's start with my team, the Lakers. Last season felt all over the place, with Westbrook and injuries to start the season and then trades completely changing our dynamic by the end of it. We ended up making the Western Conference Finals, which was amazing for a team that didn't have an identity, but this season we do have one. Having LeBron, AD and Reeves as our big players surrounded with new free agents makes us look dangerous, but in all honesty, we just aren't. LeBron in year 21 will probably be an all-star, have good numbers and be an all-NBA caliber player, but that's not enough. AD will most likely be injured again, and even if he's healthy, he isn't what he needs to be. When AD plays, he puts up great numbers, but AD should have taken the lead from LeBron by now, but he hasn't. For the Lakers to be legitimate contenders, AD needs to be the Lakers' best player, and he needs to play games. Our duo of LeBron and AD only played 37 games together last year. That's less than half the season, and in those games, our record was 21-16. For what this pair has done and what they are capable of, they should be winning more games than that, and again, I blame AD. Because what more can you ask of LeBron? Seriously, this man is in his 21st season and he's expected to still do it all? No. AD needs to step up. So I have two expectations this season for the Lakers. One optimistic and one realistic. If we're healthy, I think we'll be around the 5 seed. But if I'm honest, we'll be around the 7th and fighting for a playoff spot. Now the Clippers. A healthy Clippers squad can be a 3 to 4 seed team this season. Defensively, they're quite well put together, and offensively, they have a lot of weapons, especially now with their new stars, Westbrook and Harden. This team doesn't really have selfish players either. These guys are happy to pass the ball and they have faith in each other. The Clippers need to see what works best though with Harden and Westbrook. Does one need to be benched or can they both play? If they figure that out and stay healthy, they can genuinely be a top 3 seed in my eyes. I expect them to make the playoffs no matter what, because even if 3 of your stars get injured, you still have one all-star who can at least will you to the playoffs or the playing tournament. The Clippers have been able to make deep playoff runs with Kawhi and Paul George. It's just a shame injuries prevented them from fully performing. The Dallas Mavericks. Man, am I excited about this team. Luka is my MVP prediction this year, and the additions have been great. Kyrie, Grant Williams and Seth Curry are great additions, and adding that to their role players in Maxi Kleber, Hardaway Jr. and Dwight Powell is just brilliant. The Mavs have a few things in their favour here, the first being depth and players knowing their role. All the players I mentioned know their roles within teams, and they also know the second thing in their favour, and that's Luka. This is Luka's team. Kyrie knows it and everyone else knows it, but what they also know is that Luka makes them better. Luka can do everything for this team, and that's what makes them so good. If one player is having a tough night shooting, Luka will pick up some slack and drop 45. Luka is also one of the only players in the league who can actually rise to the occasion too. In playoff games, he's deadly. He's proven it year after year. The Clippers bubble series, they lost, but Luka made that series go a lot longer than it should have. The following year, he forces a Game 7 to the Clippers. The 22 playoffs, he put the Suns to shame. This season, I think this team has a shot at winning it all. Seriously, I think Luka, Kyrie and their supporting cast will win a lot of games this season, and that success will translate to the playoffs. I expect them to be a top 3 seed in the West, and I think they'll make the conference finals. Those are just a few teams, but let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree with me? That's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one.